Thank you for joining Akash Healthcare's Facebook live chat session. Today we have with us Dr. Meenu Malik, consultant dermatology. Dr. Meenu Malik is a renowned dermatologist with over a decade of experience. She specializes in advanced cosmetic and dermatosurgical procedures, including lasers, chemical peels, platelet-rich plasma therapy, and injectables like Botox, fillers, and mesotherapy. Today we will discuss about skin allergy, its causes, symptoms, and treatment. So, ma'am, my first question to you is, what is a skin allergy and how does it differ from other conditions like eczema or infections?
Skin allergy, to put it forward in simple words, would be like wherever our skin comes in contact with an allergen, it leads to a reaction which we could see in the form of redness, itching. There could be sometimes, blister formation also onto that area, and it would be localized to the area of contact. But at times, like if that same allergen is being ingested, for example, let's say there's a broken thermometer and there is mercury in it. So if that is being ingested, it can even lead to a systemic reaction, wherein it could be even very, very widespread as well. If we speak of infection, then there has to be an infecting organism responsible for the same, and there is always a threat that it may spread to the people close by, which is not the case with the allergic reactions. Eczema can be triggered because of an allergic reaction, although they both have to be like differentiated. So the allergen per se would be missing in case of eczemas, but it has to be there for an allergic reaction.
What are the most common causes or triggers of skin allergies in adults and children?
The allergen could be something as simple as a preservative in like the tinned food as well. It could lead to an oral allergic reaction, or it could be a preservative, a fragrance, or the shaving lotions that we are using, the cream, the jewelry that we wear. It could be an allergen in the watch, the wristband, the bangles. Many a time the brides come with the allergic reaction after they wear a chuda post wedding. So the allergen, it could be a new footwear which the person has worn, and the spectrum of allergens varies quite a lot. It could be at times attributed to anything as simple as a face wash that the person has started using in the recent past. Any cosmetic, it could be even a bindi. The glue in the bindi can also cause an allergic reaction. A sindoor, for that matter, may also be allergic at times.
Can food allergies also show up as skin reactions? If yes, which foods are the main culprits?
Skin allergic reaction is one of the manifestation of food allergy, not the sole manifestation. But yes, it can be a part of it. And if we speak of the common food allergens, then it is the cow's milk, soy, eggs, seafood, shellfish, fish, crab, prawn, lobsters and all. And even at times, the nuts like peanut, chickpeas, peas, also the tree nuts like the almonds, cashews, even the Brazilian nut, pecan nut, they can cause allergic reactions. There could be a milder eggs, again, are one of the common culprits. Now, at times, a person may be having just a food allergy syndrome, wherein it's not an exactly the allergic reaction per se. It is only with the oral uncooked food that the person consumes, there'll be some tingling in the mouth. But if that food is consumed in the cooked state, there is no trouble with the same.
Are there certain seasons or environmental factors that make skin allergies worse?
Definitely the environment plays a role. Now, like these days, we see there's a lot of pollution around us. So that triggers the allergic reactions. Also, when there is an extreme of temperature, so the skin barrier is taken for a toll, and that likely makes the skin allergies on a rise. So a good humidity environment around us would always aid in reducing the allergic reactions.
What are the typical symptoms that indicate an allergic skin reaction?
As we spoke of an allergic skin reaction, there is a recent change in something which may be again a new belt that the person has started wearing, a wristband, any new cosmetic, a moisturizer, sunscreen, shaving lotion, face wash. But there has to be something which could be even started in the past 1 week. Not exactly the first contact would lead to an allergic reaction. So we really have to dig deep to find the allergen, and it generally leads to like redness, irritation, itching at the site of contact, which keeps on getting worse when the contact with the allergen is more and more.
How important is it to get allergy testing and what kinds of tests are available?
See, allergy testing is definitely important to identify the culprit. There could be like a hair dye plus the belt button. Both can be responsible for allergic reaction at different sites. So to isolate the same, we need to take help of the tests. Also, as we were talking about, that at times we can get stuck between whether it's an allergic reaction or an infection. So tests like KOH come in handy to isolate the infective cases. For the allergic reaction, we have the patch test wherein we apply the allergen. There is a pre-formed set of allergens, and also we can use it to test certain like a dye which is not available in the standard series, but the patient gives clear-cut history of using it, eliciting the allergic reaction. So we can apply the same under occlusion with the patch test. Also, it's important to know that sometimes these allergens need exposure to sun. So we need to mimic the same, and we go ahead with the photo patch test. If the reaction is doubtful on the patch test, so then we go ahead with the repeated open application test, which is quite simple. Like we'll just apply that moisturizer or the suspected agent onto a area like behind the ear, and we do it repeatedly twice a day kinds for a week. If the reaction is not there, so we then clear it. But if there is a reaction, so we ask the patient to discontinue the same. If we speak of the food allergy, so like we can test for IgE levels to specific food allergens. There is also a skin prick test which can be done, and oral food challenge also may be tried under guided supervision.
What are the most effective treatment options, both medical and home-based, for skin allergies?
For skin allergies, the only thing that works is discontinuation of the allergen. So that has to be identified at the right moment, and the further contact has to be discontinued. These days, if it's like a nickel in the jewelry and also we have to discontinue wearing the same. The rest is supportive care. If it's a localized area, we discontinue the allergen, and whatever reaction is present, we manifest it with the topical agents. We also take use of the antihistamines. And a moisturizer is always a good adjunct, no matter how mild or severe the allergic reaction is. If it's a widespread area which is being at fault, then even systemic immunosuppressants for a while to curtail the ongoing reaction are to be used.
Can over-the-counter creams or antihistamines help, or should patient always consult a doctor?
See, I would say it's always good to seek medical help, but if it's like late in the night that you've developed a reaction, so there is no harm in going ahead with an oral antihistamine like levocetirizine. Go with the standard dose. You cannot obviously upscale it as a person, as a doctor would recommend, but you can have 5 milligrams of levocetirizine. Also, applying a moisturizer would help, but then seek the help at the earliest moment that it is possible for you.
Are skin allergies linked to stress, hormonal change, or mental health in any way?
Definitely, they are the cause of stress, because a person, the itch, it bothers the individual. Also, it is the stress which can trigger the allergic reaction. So it's actually a vicious ongoing cycle that needs to be broken.
What preventive measures can people take to avoid recurring skin allergies in daily life?
We should try and, you whenever you use a new product, try and go ahead with the patch test so that we're able to identify at least some of the allergic reactions at the earliest before applying it to the entire body or a larger area. Also, go for fragrance-free products and gentle products. They would always be good. Preservative-free things should be, preferred. Also, try and keep your skin moisturized for a healthy skin barrier to keep the risk of allergic reactions to the minimum.
Thank you, Dr. Meenu Malik, for sharing valuable information with us.